Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too, so opposing defences will have to beware of that, and very much so.
Mbappe!
Eze really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Vietnam finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Great vision. Just too much on that. O'Reilly, and now the breakaway. Konate. This is promising. That is a brilliant interception. Eze. Now DiMarco. Now it's Grafenberg. He's in space and looking for options. Saliba attempts a clearance. Big chance! Sticks it away! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Vietnam grab the equaliser and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your head slip.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Back into the middle. Haaland.
Such good technique.
O'Reilly. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, played right into his path. He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And we're not going to make any further progress now. And he was alert to it. Eze. Well, that looks a decent ball. Rafinha receives it in a wide position. He's found a way through.
Vietnam really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these four...
He's having a shot! Gabriel tries to clear. And here's Haaland. And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. DiMarco. And it's Casemiro. Koundé. Haaland chasing after it. That's been slipped through. Oh, well played. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Eze. Played out wide. Nicely weighted ball. Fires it in low.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gravenberch. And here's Haaland. Mbappe. And it's Trippier. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Howson. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Casemiro. And it's DiMarco. Threads one in. Well, that's well seen too. Vitinha. Nice looking ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Mbappe going full tilt down the right-hand side.
1 minute added time.
Trippier gets into a good position. That'll be a throw. Nicely aimed pass. That's good running with the ball. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So your views on the first half?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So once again, we're underway.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's good play. Now it's DiMarco, and he's got his cross in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Thinks one through. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Trippier tries making a foray down the right. Trippier climbs up. It's fallen kindly here. He scores! And the comeback is complete. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Vietnam take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now, can they get him away? Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome.
Takes a shot! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Rafinha. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. Always onto this. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Haaland takes control of it and he's on the move. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Substitution on the field, number 19.
Vietnam choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Konate.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Vietnam really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Casemiro. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Rice. Now it's Osimhen. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Vitinha is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nuno Mendes and Casemiro. The final 5 minutes. Tries to pass it through. Drilled in low.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's picked his way through. Vietnam have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Gabriel gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence.
Added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Aims beyond the defence. Delivery from Mbappe. Rice. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
And now, I'd just like to read out our fan club members who are celebrating their birthdays today. Substitution on the field, number 33. Number 10,
Stern test this for the endurance, for the
Number
character of the
17,
players as we head into
Vitinha.
extra time.
Number 38, Gravenberch. Coming on the field, number 4,
Pedro
number
Porro.
23, Pedro Porro. Number 22,
Spread out to the left.
Çalhanoğlu. Number 25,
Back towards the middle.
Caicedo. Substitution
It's a
taking
good...
place.
Up he goes! Hakimi. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Osimhen. Yildiz. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Çalhanoğlu. Shot at goal! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Vietnam go into the lead. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. It's Çalhanoğlu! Oh, taken with style! And this is getting better and better. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Vietnam go 2 up and into a position of real strength. Chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. No mistake! What a moment to score! A major shift in extra time.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there.
And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Çalhanoğlu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Osimhen. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Rice. Mbappe is onto this. Bullish header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, important interception. Pedro Porro. Now it's Mbappe.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Osimhen. Played down the flank. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's played it in low. And he's quick to get it clear again.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he's managed to get free. Now the ball in. Very nicely done. And the referee brings it to a close. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
a clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Some really good ball movement. And that is expertly dealt with. Mbappe! That's surely a foul, free kick. Quickly taken. Haaland! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Alisson. He's an excellent shot stopper, Peter, first and foremost, but he's just as good at creating chances as he is snuffing them out. He can spread the ball out quickly.
Chance! Gravenberg. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Picks out Haaland! He scored! The breakthrough strike! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Eze. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Eze plays it short. DiMarco. And here's Eze. DiMarco. Terrific header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too. Vietnam are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Casemiro gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Çalhanoğlu. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Eze. Now it's Haaland. And it's Eze. That's an imaginative pass. DiMarco. Gravenberg. Pedro Porro. And Gravenberg. Gravenberg carries the ball down the right. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That is a brilliant interception. Haaland. And here's the chance to counter. Eze. And here's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Nicely shaped ball. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. That's tidy. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. And it's Gravenberg. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Can he finish? There's the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Knocks it into space. And now a sudden chance to counter. Casemiro. Gravenberch. And it's Eze. Threads one in. And here's Mbappe. That is lovely. Gravenberch. Oh, that's nice. He's having a shot! Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. He's had a shot! And how good was that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And this is getting better and better. And we hit half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Vietnam really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Vietnam sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Mbappe! Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Xiao kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's made its way to him. Vietnam can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries to play it through. He's away! You've got to be quick to recover this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Casemiro. And it's Eze. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Koundé. Played to Casemiro. This looks promising. Goes for a shot! He's scored! We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
It's a good run down the right. Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. Mbappe. Showing good feet. Gravenberch. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great ball if he can get there. Xiao gets across to intercept that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. Now it's Eze. And the cut. And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Casemiro. Good ball, good take.
Sacramento really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Quality ball. Vietnam suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness, or this could get away from them.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Koundé, Gravenberch, and it's Eze. And it's Gravenberch.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Mbappe. Shoots! He's got a goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution on the field, number 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 22.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Number 38.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle.
Number 33.
Schlotterbeck cuts out the pass.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
An instinctive delivery. Tries to get it clear.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Mbappe. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And what a finish that might have been.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
Substitution.
Into extra time we go. Vietnam pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Trippier, oh what a climb! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Vietnam go into the lead. Caicedo. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Strong running down that left flank. And he's being shifted off it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Haaland. Great vision. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Trippier gets over and intercepts. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
We've reached the midway point in extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Mbappe! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Xiao. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Great chance! He scores! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
This has become one superb game of football. He has found the way through. It's a throw-in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Vinicius Junior. And that takes a shot! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be...
And that's that. Vietnam illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Alisson. He's an excellent shot stopper.
Gravenberch! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Casemiro. Aimed beyond the defence. This looks promising. Big chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Sacramento really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Calhanoglu, Gravenberch, and it's Porro. He's in space and looking for options. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Turns back here, probably the best option. Eze. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And a real chance to break the deadlock. Eze! Brilliant save from Alisson! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Schlotterbeck.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vietnam are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Rafinha. It's not an especially good pass, that. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's neat. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry. They get a throw in. And it's DiMarco. Now that looks a decent ball. DiMarco threads one in. Haaland receives it in a good position here. He's found some space. Thiaw did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha going face-to-face with his great rival. Good ball, good take. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Vietnam do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Lofted upfield. Osimhen is herring after that one. Good running, strong and purposeful. Gravenberch. Shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase onto it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, he's found support out wide. He gets big! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, nice touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Howson. Rafinha. Rafinha is fouled. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Eze. Looking to play him in. That looks a good ball through. And he was alert to it. Oh, that's a key interception. Has a look and plays it forward.
Sacramento have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Now, can they get him away? And the flag has stayed down. O'Reilly's cross. Keeper has taken decisive action. And the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we are back underway. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Now, can they get it back? And he's quick to snatch it back. Great chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Rafinha. Mbappe. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ambitious ball here. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Looking for options for movement. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Oh, that was vital. DiMarco. Nicely weighted ball. Haaland under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
That is lovely. He's found a way through. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? So, what can they come up with here? He is just caressing the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's in on goal. Chance, surely! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Substitution in progress.
Nice bit of trickery. Crunching tackle. A deeply frustrating game so far, certainly in terms of the scoreline. Real chance! He scores! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And that's another good win of the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Vietnam really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
It's gone for a throw-in. it's Mendes. Lovely feet. Mbappe! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Could go all the way here. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Haaland.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe. Oh, sweet feet. That'll be a corner. So, third corner of the game. That's very neat.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Pulisic. He's on it, can he get away? Pulisic. Now there's a fine ball. And that will be the final act. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening. The
today's
skies
match.
are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, that's well spotted. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Casemiro. Jose. Nicely weighted ball. Short changes him with that pass. Haaland might just make this. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Mbappe! Schlotterbeck did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. DiMarco spots it and intercepts. Passes coming off in quick succession here. DiMarco. Ball driven towards... Oh, what a climb! Goal! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Hakimi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. There will be a throw-in.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, they could be caught out here! Oh, well measured.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Driving through the middle. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Pass somewhat off target. Played towards the other side. Hakimi. Now it's Haaland.
Vietnam really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Lovely feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Konate gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Played into space. Now it's Mbappe. So much time and space here. And he's only too happy to take that chance, surely! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Haaland clears. Tries to play it through. And now they can spring out of defence. Vietnam given another corner. Vietnam have their third corner. Haaland is there and he can get that clear. Konate. Oh, that's nice. Konate. O'Reilly's cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution on the field, number 38, Klovenberg.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And here's Haaland. He could be in shapes to shoot! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, he was given the time and room, and it
could be danger here. Mbappe. Haaland. He's being urged to shoot. Haaland gets flagged offside. It's a pretty loose pass. That is ended up in no man's land. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vietnam do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Haaland. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! He scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Vietnam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Vietnam grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now he's off and running. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Haaland. Haaland under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test...
He gets big! He's done very well to get to that.
Yildiz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Gravenberg. And here's Mbappe. This might spell danger. Now there's a fine... Eze! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Substitution on the field, number 33.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
In progress.
Vietnam really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Gravenberg in acres of space out. Osimhen!
Sacramento clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Mbappe. Taken off it pretty forcefully. Hakimi. Osimhen is carrying after that one. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe. Oh, nice touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He is through here. Big chance! And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, what has happened here?
All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Bruno Fernandes. Coming on the field is number 35.
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Substitutions taking place.
Opts to play it back. Can he finish? This time, surely! Osimhen finds himself offside.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
McKennie. And here's Yildiz.
There will be 3 minutes
And he's in on
at a
goal.
time.
Great vision. Mbappe. Trippier.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And the number on the board is 3. Tries a shot! Cleared without hesitation. And we're done. Vietnam were involved in a great game here.